Okay. Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming on, you guys. I appreciate it. Hopefully more people come on because I really have some big information to share with you guys. First of all, I just want to say if anyone on the Zoom or anyone that watches it back, if you are a veteran, I just give you so much praise. We owe you so much. So thank you so much for your service and happy Veterans Day to you. Such a beautiful thing, giving that of yourself on behalf of us. I wanted to give some shout outs as well. Kevin has had a new customer already this month, so congratulations, Kevin. I wanted to also welcome Jen Dykstra's husband, Aaron Dykstra, brand new distributor with us. They are leveraging their business as a family, which is so exciting. So welcome, Aaron. Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming to the call. Appreciate it. Okay, and anyone else on here that's had a new customer? Laura Nowicki has had a new customer, Christy Spaniel, Gloria Brinker, Leah Delano, Chelsea Johnson, Gary Hill, Jared Dudley. They're usually on. They had a new customer. Holly Freeman and has had 2 already this month. Jeanette Palmer, Jesse Brown, Kevin, I said, and Angelina Neensi Helser. I got to get her last name right. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen, and I just wanted to start this, you guys. Thanks, everybody, for coming on. I really appreciate it. I wanted to start tonight with a video for you. And the reason I want to start with this video is just because we are entering into the holiday season. And we're going to watch this, and then I'll talk more about it. I just thought this was a really important message as we go into the last 2 months of the year.
How many people in your immediate environment, those people who are in your sacred circle, represent people who are on the same mission as you? Or do you have a bunch of people on your list who are not on the same mission as you, and those individuals are pulling you down? E.T., how do you do what you do? I have cut off the people who are not on the same mission with me, and yes, they are very upset, and yes, they said some nasty things about me, but guess what? I cut them off anyway, and I've surrounded myself with people who have the same values, who have the same mindset, and people who want to accomplish what I want to accomplish. It says every day in Africa, in the safari, a lion wakes up. Every single day in the safari, a lion wakes up. Right? And every single day in the safari, a gazelle wakes up. I love it. I love it. It says, though, here's what's funny. It says that if you wake up and you're a gazelle, you realize if you're going to survive as a gazelle, if you're going to survive, you must outrun the slowest gazelle. Right? In your mind, you're thinking you got to outrun the fastest lion. That's not the truth. You just got to stay ahead of the slow gazelle. That's it. Right? So every single day when you wake up, whatever it is that you do professionally, you better make sure you're not in the back of the pack. You better be as close to the front, if not up front, as possible, because every single day when the lion wakes up, it's only one thing on that lion's mind, and that is catching the gazelle that couldn't keep up. What the gazelle realizes is that the way it operates, that the way it performs, that the way it goes about its daily business is contingent upon life and death. That if that gazelle does not do what he or she is supposed to do, it will be eaten by a lion. The story says that even if you are a lion and you have the advantage, that when the sun comes up, if you're a gazelle or a lion, you better get to running. Because if you are a lion, a gazelle is still not going to come to you and say, just eat me. No, you better hear what I'm saying. Because there's those of you in this room, you're past the mark that Glenn is talking about. And somewhere in your mind, you're thinking they're not talking to me, they're talking to somebody else. And no, you have to understand, I don't care how deep you are as a lion. When you wake up, nothing is going to come to you. Nobody's going to give you anything. They're still not giving stuff to ET. I still have to work. I still have to fly 20 hours to get to Australia. I still have to go to London. I still have to do free stuff in Detroit. I still have to drive. I'm a lion. And when the sun comes up, I still have to get to running. Here's the challenge, though. I asked myself when I read that story, that's what's on the surface. I read it and I started asking myself, E.T., what's the difference between a gazelle and what's the difference between a lion? What's the difference? I know that they're wired differently, but what's the difference? And what I discovered is that the gazelle is running from something. The gazelle is running from something. So as long as the lion is chasing the gazelle is running. But as soon as the lion stops chasing the gazelle, it stops. And that's a lot of you in this room. That's a lot of you in this room. You'll run. You'll do what you're supposed to do. As long as you're getting pushed, as long as you're getting motivated, as long as somebody is encouraging you, as long as somebody's coaching you, as long as somebody's pushing you, as long as somebody's prodding you, you're doing what you're supposed to do. As long as somebody's calling you, as long as someone is enticing you, as long as somebody's giving you rewards, you're moving. But as soon as that stops, you stop. I asked myself the question about the lion, and I said the lion is not running to be rewarded. The lion is running to eat. Every single day, the lion is running to eat because the lion realizes when he kills the gazelle, not only does he eat the gazelle, but he brings it back home. You gotta ask yourself, what's your why? What motivates you? What pushes you? What drives you? And if that thing is internal, if nobody has to call you, if nobody has to prod you, if nobody has to reward you, if nobody has to give you anything, if you are self-motivated and self-regulated, you can have it, you can be it, you can do it. I need you to do me a favor. When you leave, I need you to be honest with yourself. I need you to be transparent. I need you to say, in my dreams, I'm beast mode. Beast mode. My business plan, beast mode. My income that I have for myself, beast mode. What I want to do for my children, beast mode. In the university, the scores I need, beast mode. I've got to go into beast mode to get it. And I want you to look at your time. You look at your time and say, gazelle. This is gazelle. You look at your habits, gazelle. And as long as your habits are gazelle, but your mindset is beast, you'll never see it. Listen to me, I would prefer that you have a gazelle, literally, I would prefer that your thought pattern, your dreams are gazelle. Like I would prefer income, gazelle. But what you did every day was beast. And without you saying a word, without you telling the world, if gazelle tattoo, but you act like a beast, guess what you would get? You would get more than what you bargained for. Because that's what happened to us. All we were doing was videos. We never knew that we would be a global company. We never knew we would be a multi-million-dollar company. We never knew we'd have stores in Australia. We never knew we would sell our books in Africa. We never knew our stuff would be in England. We never knew. So we were these small kids doing small stuff. But when you looked at our schedule and our activity, beast mode. You get information from us. It's 3 o'clock in the morning in the States. Beast mode. Nobody else is doing it at 3 o'clock in the morning. Beast mode. Everything we do every month, even though it's free, beast mode. So I need you to be a huge favor. I need you to be, look, and you owe this to yourself. Beast mode. So those who were here yesterday, I don't want you to say anything. All right, I'm going to ask this question again, and we're going to talk about what you have to do so when that ball drops, you are exactly where you want to be. Because the greatest feeling in the world, God, the greatest feeling in the world is execution. The greatest feeling in the world is doing what you said you were going to do. There's no greater feeling in the world.
Okay. So that's what I wanted to start with. And here's the thing. When I heard that, you know how he talks about separating yourself from the pack? Like, are you surrounded by people in your life that have the same mindset that you do, that are supporting the drive that you have? And one example I have for you guys, for me, is a lot of you know that I was working part-time at my church on Tuesdays, and that position came to me at a point in my life when I wanted to be around those people. I wanted to grow my faith. We needed to be around faith-filled people because it was just a hard season of our life. And then as I've been growing And so grateful for that position. I found myself getting to a point where now it was about, okay, God, I was doing both. I was still doing LifeVantage, and you gave me this amazing position with these amazing people, but I don't think I can do both anymore. I need to pick one. And sometimes it's easy for the mindset to be, life is good with these people, and these are really good people, and they're okay with not, um, maybe they're okay with not living bigger. Maybe they're okay with not moving forward and trying to do more, right? Maybe they're okay with just being where they are. And I found myself in a position where it's like, but I want more. I know that I can do more. I know that I could still be this good person, this faith-filled, centered person, but I just really want to do more. I feel like my ministry is in a different place. And so that is something that I decided to transition out of, because I wanted to just focus on the one thing. And it doesn't mean that you don't love those people just as much anymore, but you're kind of telling yourself, I'm ready for that next level. And I don't think that's a bad thing, you guys, that first of all, we believe that we deserve it, and we believe that we can live that big life. And a big life too, it doesn't always mean it's what the pros live, right? It may be, your story may be completely different, and that is okay. And being okay with where you're at, but also knowing that God has a story for you, and making sure that at the end of your time, you don't get to the end and he's like, I had so much more in store for you, and you didn't capitalize on that, right? He also talked about motion creates energy, right? How the lion wakes up and they know exactly what they want, and knowing your why. And I know that sometimes when we're doing this business, there becomes that point where we're not sure why we're doing it anymore. We don't know what we're doing with it. And I am telling you, those moments come when we're not in action, when we're not in beast mode. And it's so crazy because in our community group last night, we're talking about temperaments, and how your personality is something that you're basically in control of, but it's your temperament is what God gave you. And that temperament, if you can live within your strengths, within that temperament, it will unlock the beast mode within you. And when that happens, you're living at your highest potential. But we're not going to know what we want and what action to put in if we're not actually putting in the action. It's the action that creates that energy, right? And that energy then gives us that why, like why we want to continue doing it. It gives us that high. It makes us feel like we're moving forward. So I just really wanted to reiterate to you guys in these 2 months that are ending this year, don't let last month with the NAD launch be just a fluke. Like, get that volume into your business this month as well, right? Yes, some of us ordered more NAD, but many of us got people on the Tri-Synergizer. We got them on the Ultimate Stack. So following up with those customers, introducing it to people that you haven't yet, letting people know about it. We've got Black Friday sales coming up. I don't know what they are, but just really being intentional with your activity in this month. Thanksgiving is one day, Christmas is one day, and we're all going to be around a lot of people. I just want everybody to not lose momentum in these next 2 months so that it takes you into this new year when people are ready. And knowing too, these last 2 months of the year, people are looking for write-offs. They're looking for things to say yes to, right? So just I don't know. I just wanted to give you that shot in the arm to just keep moving and keep moving at a fast pace. The other thing too, I remember Scott Satterfield when he talked about beast mode and just having that drive of the lion. I remember Scott Satterfield sitting with him at a Pro 5 summit that I went to, and he said, the highest paid distributor has not come into LifeVantage yet. You know, because in the video they talked about the gazelle, if she's not being chased, she just stops. If she's not being, if somebody's not behind her coaching her or driving her or making her do things, she's not going to do it. And Scott Satterfield had said that distributor is going to come into LifeVantage. They're going to have their blinders on, and they're not going to need anybody's help. They're going to know exactly what they want, and they're just going to do it, and they're not going to wait for anybody. And I think we've seen a prime example in that with Rachel Jackson. That's exactly what she did. She just came in, she didn't really look for help, and she just went. And that's going to continue to happen within this industry and within LifeVantage, especially because of how we've equipped ourselves and because of what we've seen Rachel do. So anyway, it was just kind of a shot in the arm I wanted to give you guys. So that being said, going into these next 2 weeks, here's what's happening. So starting tomorrow, and I'm going to create it tonight, we are going to have a live Facebook event that's going to be for Team Act, just our team. It is going to start tomorrow the 12th, so you can start inviting tomorrow the 12th, and that will go through, let me see, what date did I say? It will go through the 18th, Monday night, okay? So we'll start tomorrow and go through the 18th. We're going to do 2 presentations within that group. So we're going to create an event page, one page that you can invite people to. And on Thursday night and then Sunday night, Thursday night the 14th, Sunday night the 17th, there will be an opportunity presentation. They will be done by different people. So Sunday night will be myself and Rich Scott. And then Thursday night, I believe, will be Jeanette Palmer, and someone will be doing that with her. So this is a way for you, again, to have something to invite people to get the information, be exposed to the information, and then keep them on that page by inviting them to the live event, telling them when it's live, commenting, and then again, if they didn't make it to Thursday nights, letting them know that there's an event on this same page that you can watch on Sunday night. And I'll make sure that you get the bios of everyone that is presenting so that you can kind of think about who you want to invite and who they may relate to the most. Then next week, we're calling it Momentum Week. So I want to do something for us first. So we have an opportunity presentation to invite to Thursday night and Sunday night for Team Act. Then going into next week, the 18th through the 23rd, there will be another Facebook event page set up. This is going to be for the Shauna Michelle Poe organization. There's going to be a lot of people on this page, a lot of energy. What will happen is on the 18th, on Monday, there will be an opportunity presentation. We'll go over all the products and the business. I'm not sure who's doing that yet. Then within those next days, we're going to have 2 people twice a day go on and do a presentation about a certain product or about their story. So we'll bookend the event with an opportunity presentation at the beginning and an opportunity presentation at the end, which will be the 23rd. But the event page will stay open until the day before Thanksgiving. I will show you the event page. That one is already created. And I'll show you what that looks like. I have to move this bar. Okay. So this is what it's called. It's called Stories of Biohacking. When given the right fuel, our bodies heal themselves. So Stories of Biohacking. So profiles and up are the co-hosts on this page. We're kind of fine-tuning everything on this, and once it's live, I'll let you guys know. And then if you want to be a part of it, let me know. I'll invite you, and then you can start inviting people. But here's what will happen. So Monday will be the kickoff. There'll be an opportunity presentation that will go through all the products and the business. And then Tuesday, 4 p.m. Central Time, Issa is going to talk about skincare. 7 p.m., Cody Pruitt will be talking about animal health. Wednesday, Des talking about Lyme's disease and her son's cancer story. Mental health. Also, I believe on Monday night, Jillian Fisher will be interviewing Carrie Williams, and Carrie will be talking about her son's story with Nerve 2, Axio, and then what NAD did for him. So as you can see, the topics are going to be more specialized, relating to people's stories, in between starting with an opportunity presentation and ending with an opportunity presentation. We're even going to have Mark Johnson talking about retirement and business and the industry of network marketing. This is going to be an amazing, amazing event for you guys. And again, the goal here is just to equip you with tools and give you as many things as possible to invite your prospects to. Do everything you can to get your prospects on the opportunity presentations we're doing for Team Act, but then also letting them know there's a brand new event that we're creating next week as well that you can hang out in. There's going to be videos that go live every single day. If you know somebody in the horse world, if you know somebody that loves skincare, somebody that has a child with autism, somebody that deals with mental health, whatever it may be, you're going to see those topics for that event page. And there will be people on a daily basis, at least twice a day, going live. And some of the times it's going to be an interview style where someone will be interviewing someone else about their story and they'll be sharing that way. It's really going to be a great way for someone to see an opportunity presentation and then you invite them to this next event page and then allow them to get more fine-tuned and more education on certain aspects that we have with LifeVantage. Does that make sense to anybody? Does anybody have questions on that? No? Okay. I'll take your silence as golden. Okay, so that's what I've got for tonight. Okay, yes, I know, right, Jen? It is. It's amazing to have those tools for everybody. So I will create the event for Team Act tonight. I'll roll that out tomorrow. I'll post a picture of it. If you want to be invited to that, let me know. And again, you guys, don't let this overwhelm you. This is not about getting someone on an event page and then overwhelming them with a ton of information. These, again, are just tools to invite people to. I want you to also know that these opportunity presentations, what we'll be doing is there will be a Zoom link associated with the opportunity presentation as it goes live to Facebook. So people will have an option to watch it live on Facebook or to plug into the Zoom. Because as we know, sometimes our Zooms don't go live to Facebook like we would like. It didn't work for me tonight, which makes me nervous. I'm going to contact Facebook, but we'll have those Zoom presentations as well. And with the event page we're setting up for the Pose organization, the goal is to record everything that's done. It will be recorded, everything that's done on that page for us to have access to after the fact, right? So if you have a prospect that's interested in Axio, and the event is long gone, which you can still find it after the fact, but you won't be able to invite people once it's done. You'll still have access to that video to send it out to them and give them more information on that product, for instance, or to have Carrie Williams' son's story, whatever it may be. So there's going to be amazing tools that come from that. And what we are thinking ahead about is leveraging that information and then maybe using it again, like in December. We create another momentum week where those videos are already done and then we just put them into that page one at a time. So the person doesn't have to go live again and use their time. We just attach the video to it. And then you then, instead of presenting, let's say you were the presenter, instead of presenting, you can just go to the Facebook event page at that time and interact with your guests because they see you, but you're not really doing it live time. It's a recording of you. A great way to leverage what we're doing and still get the information out. So many really cool things that we can do with that. But again, if you are not inviting, if you are not talking to people, these aren't going to work for you. You have to be talking to people. You have to be sharing stories. You have to be connecting with people in order for any of this to work for you. But don't have regret with it. These are just amazing ways to get people to get together. And then also thinking about, like I'm going to have a cookie exchange at my house, or if you're in a different area, getting local distributors together and having a Christmas party for your distributors or for anybody that's in LifeVantage in the area, or finding ways to bring people together to build, create those relationships, find out people's stories, and then again, having these resources to invite them to. So, okay, that's what we've got for tonight. If anybody has any questions, let me know, and then I'll post the playback as soon as I possibly can and make sure that you guys know exactly how to find those events. But again, it's just 2 event pages. That's all you'll have. One for all of us, and then one that I just showed you for all of the PO organization, which will be next week. Okay, let's wrap it up in prayer, guys. Here we go. Heavenly Father, I thank you so much for just everyone that took time out of their busy day to jump on tonight and be a part of this Zoom. Lord, I just pray in this week and in these coming months that we can be present in the moments, that we can rest and have grace in our activity, in ourselves, in what's working, what's not working, in movement, in the lack of movement. I know that you have such big things in store for all of us. I pray that we don't waste that, but that we can also, again, give ourselves grace in those moments that we just don't have the energy to move forward. Just help us, Lord, to utilize this tool that we've all said yes to. I know you brought it to all of our lives for a special reason, and that all of us have a special story ahead. And I just pray that everyone on the Zoom tonight, that they can live out that story to the fullest and not leave any chapter unwritten based on what you see for their lives. Bless everyone in this new week with their health, with their happiness, with the right people that you want them to talk to, with the right people that should be coming into their life. I just pray that they're open to seeing all those people that you have in store for them. And most importantly, I just pray that they love themselves this week and just know how special they are and how unique you made them. Help them to walk tall, walk with posture, know that they know something that most people don't, and that we have such a gift to share. So bless all of them, Lord, and just thank you for these amazing gifts and these amazing people. In your name, amen. Okay, guys, I love you guys very much. Have a wonderful night, and we'll be in touch. Let's make these next 2 weeks big. Momentum! Momentum! Okay.
Thank you, Tanya.
You're welcome. Bye.